Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today, we're jumping into something pretty specific, large-scale video distribution.
Yeah, we're looking at the WolfPack PoE HDMI over IP matrix switchers.
Specifically the ones that can handle, what, up to 62 TVs? That's a serious setup.
Exactly. And our mission today really is to quickly unpack what makes these systems tick. We want to get beyond just the specs.
Okay.
We're looking at how they actually manage video, how they control it across these huge setups. And just so you know, we're pulling this info straight from the product details provided by HDTV Supply.
Got it. So starting with scale, 62 screens. I mean, you really have to picture that. Sports bars, maybe? Control rooms?
Very huge corporate lobbies, command centers, yeah. It's definitely large scale. And the tech they use is key here. AV over IP and PoE.
Right. AV over IP, audio-visual over Internet protocols.
Okay.
It's using standard network gear.
Precisely. No need for, specialized video cables everywhere. And the PoE, power over Ethernet, well, that's a game changer for installs.
Because you're running power and data over the same network cable.
You got it. Think about wiring up 62 TVs separately for power. PoE cuts out a massive amount of work and potential mess.
And it's delivering 1080p video over a standard 1 gig switch, the sources say.
Yeah, which is an interesting choice, right? Not pushing 4K necessarily.
So why 1080p? Is it about keeping it manageable at that scale?
That seems to be the idea. Sticking with 1080p and a standard 1 gig network infrastructure keeps it, well, scalable and more cost-effective. You don't need super high-end networking gear for every single endpoint. And they use compression like H.264 and newer H.265 to make that work efficiently. H.265 is pretty good at squeezing quality video over standard networks.
And flexible too, right? They mention any in-to-any out routing.
Yeah, that's crucial. You're not locked into a fixed configuration. You can send any video source to any screen or any group of screens. It's totally fluid.
Okay, and pricing. It starts low for components, like $150, but the big pre-configured systems, like a 30x62, can go up to around $15,300.
Yeah, that sounds right for a system of that size. But where it gets really interesting, I think, for the person actually using it is the control.
Ah, right. The WolfPad tablet control systems. Using iPads or Android tablets over Wi-Fi.
Exactly. All that back-end complexity, the switches, the extenders, it's all hidden. The user just has this, simple app interface.
And it seems pretty powerful. You can change channels on DirecTV, DISH, cable boxes, even Roku.
Yeah, and push those channels to any of the 62 TVs. Imagine doing that manually.
Or turning all 62 TVs on or off with one tap. Plus seeing TV listings, controlling audio. It's all centralized.
And one feature they highlight is the wireless real-time video preview.
So you see the video on the tablet before you send it out.
Yep, you see the actual source feed. So if you're, say, managing a sports bar during a big game day, you know exactly which feed you're sending to which screen. No guesswork.
That's pretty cool. And it handles video walls too. Drag and drop.
Any size, any configuration. And they even mention optional, like 90, 180, 270-degree rotation for displays.
Which is useful for creative signage and stuff.
Definitely. Now let's touch on some tech specs. The signal reach is pretty decent, 450 feet over standard CT6 cable.
Okay, that covers a good amount of ground.
And performance-wise, they claim 80 millisecond switching and latency.
80 milliseconds, that's fast. For switching sources across potentially dozens of screens, you wouldn't really perceive that delay, would you?
Pretty much instant to the human eye, yeah. You avoid that awkward blank screen or lag when you change channels or sources.
And crucial for keeping things looking professional.
Absolutely. And they mention compliance, too. HDCP compliant, which you need for protected content like from cable boxes.
Standard stuff.
But also SEC security compliance. That's more interesting for corporate or government places where the AV network might be part of a larger, more sensitive network.
Right, ensuring the video traffic meets certain security protocols.
Exactly. And tying this back to the overall value, a really big point they make is no monthly license fee.
Ah, that's huge in the enterprise AV world. Those recurring software fees can really add up.
They really can. So you buy the hardware, which is rack mountable, field upgradable, and that's your cost, pretty much. It's a long-term investment model.
So, summing it up, it looks like a system designed for massive scale, but focused on making the control part really simple and intuitive via the tablet.
Yeah, hiding the complexity. Robust hardware, scalable infrastructure, but with a user experience that's surprisingly straightforward. It integrates everything from switching video to changing the channel on a satellite box.
Powerful stuff, simplified.
Definitely. So maybe a final thought for you, the listener, to chew on. We talked about the 80 meters latency, which is fast, and the SEC security compliance.
Right.
Considering those specs and the big draw of having no monthly license fees, how critical is getting even lower, like 0 millisecond latency or pushing 4K, versus the cost savings and the security aspects in most of these large-scale commercial scenarios? Where's the real sweet spot for most applications?
Hmm. Interesting question. Something to think about.